Okay, so first test run of my motoVlogging helmet with all the microphones and everything else in place. So I did a previous video which I'll show in the description, showing my setup, showing my camera, showing my audio, showing everything really, and this is just a test run to see how the microphone performs. Okay, so my Sena 10S Evo is playing music. I've got a GoPro 4, Hero 4 on a chin mount on the front of this helmet. I've got an Olympus noise reduction microphone, hopefully recording and feeding that into the GoPro. And I've also got the remote control for the GoPro just here, showing this recording with a little flashing light. So let's see how it does. It's a bit cold, so I might be a bit sniffly. The dog's ready to go. Are you ready, Cypher? Get those tyres. Oh. 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 One day he's going to knock me off. Okay, here we go. It's a little brisk outside today. Oh, stupid speed bumps. Thank you. Nothing coming. Let's get this visor down because it's a bit thick and nippy outside. Okay, so welcome to my channel. This is the first video of me riding on my bike with all the kit that I explained in the last video, and I actually have no idea how this microphone is going to perform, so this is really the sort of maiden voyage, if you like, of the equipment that I showed in the other video. So I've got my GoPro Hero 4 on the front of my helmet on the chin mount. Oh, traffic lights. And I've got an Olympus noise reduction microphone. This guy's going to pull out in front of me. Let's get in front of this Mini. An Olympus noise reduction microphone connected to the GoPro via a wire. Let's see if I can get past these guys. Oh, a bit of a bump in the road. And a bloody great big lorry coming the other way. So this will either work or it won't. New set of traffic lights going up. Let's just go through here. Okay, so here we are on the R1 2018. This bike only has about 60 miles on the clock. It's brand new. I bought it to use to commute backwards and forwards to work. And this is my routine. I'm not going to work today. It's my lunch break, so I'm just nipping into Maidstone to have a look around the shops. I've attached the GoPro control there. I can see it flashing with a red light, so I know that it's recording. And I've got my Sena 10S playing music inside my helmet right now as well. So all systems go, hopefully. I won't find out until I get home and open the camera up and take the SD card out, but you know, it's all looking like it's doing what it should be doing. I've got my remote on my handlebars just here, so I can adjust my volume just with my thumb, so I don't have to mess about lifting my hand up to my helmet. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So one thing I noticed about the Senna is that the headphones are pretty good. You get full surround sound inside your helmet, so the music sounds pretty lively. It's just like having earplugs in. And what's nice about the Senna is that the speakers themselves are really slim lines. They actually fit in the lining of the helmet, so I can't feel them on my ears at all, but I can still hear pretty clear music. But the nice thing is, because there's a gap between the speakers and my ears, I can actually still hear the motorbike. And when you're wearing earbuds, it really does cancel out everything, so you can't have a full feel for the bike because you can't hear the revs, you can't hear what's going on. But with this, there's a slight gap, so I can hear the music and I can hear the bike itself as well. Let's just jump out in front of that car there. The roads are pretty quiet, but it is cold. Luckily I've got a heated waistcoat on, which is keeping me nice and toasty. Let's just navigate this roundabout, make sure nobody comes into my lane. There we go, around this corner. Now I've got the bike in B mode, so it's got a little bit of power behind it, which is quite sweet. The R1 comes with 4 modes, A, B, C and D. D is like a wet mode, C is pretty much, you know, your normal everyday sort of commuter mode. B is a little bit more lively, and then A is your race mode. I haven't tried it in A yet. I have a feeling it's going to frighten me. Had it in C for a little while, and now I'm in B just to test it out, and it shifts. I mean, it's a really pokey engine on this thing, and it feels really versatile. I remember getting on my R6 for the first time after I was riding a Harley for a few years, and it was like getting on a kiddie's toy. This is sort of somewhere in between. It's not a heavy bike, but it's heavier than the R6, but it's still as versatile, which is lovely, and the power behind it is just insane. It's got a quick shifter, so you don't have to pull the clutch on an upshift, which is quite nice, but I just can't get out of the habit of pulling the clutch in. Let's see if I can do it now. Okay, without the clutch. Oh, a little bit of a jump. Maybe I didn't need to change the gear there. It's getting a little bit difficult to work out between the bikes. Jumping from the Harley to the R6 to the R1. It's messing with my head ever so slightly with gear changes and where the indicators are and how much throttle to give it. But I'm hoping to use the R1 more and more as time goes on. Okay, so this road, the M20, has had roadworks for about 500 years. Got shit behind me, but we're in a 50 zone, so can't really do much. We'll jump into the other lane though. Try and keep it as close to 50 as we can. Yeah, so they're building a smart motorway. Not quite sure what a smart motorway actually is. I think it just means that they put more speed cameras on there to catch you out. But they seem to have been building forever. Now 50 miles an hour on this R1. I'm in 4th gear. Let's drop it down to 3rd. That feels a little bit more sensible. Got cars all around me, got a massive truck to my left. One of the downsides to these R1s is the mirrors. The mirrors, you can't see anything out of them because your elbows are in the way. The only way you can see behind you is if you move your arm out of the way, which is slightly annoying when you're going at speed or there's a bit of wind, because you're basically driving one-handed. So the very moment you're looking behind you to see if anything's in the way, and you have to go one-handed to see. Okay, anybody behind me? Let's jump this traffic here. Here we go. Nice shiny Harley there. car's not going to pull over for me. Yes, he is. There he goes. Nice handwritten registration plate there on the back of that scaffolding truck. I'm sure that's legal. Traffic lights right next to a roundabout. What's that all about? Nobody knows. Okay, so this is the outskirts of Maidstone, a town with 1,000 roundabouts. Traffic lights. Okay, I think we'll go in the multi-story. Now, people have a tendency to cut across here when they realise that the car park is just there, so we'll be careful. There we go. Just snag it in here. And we can skip past that. There we go. Got here safe and sound.